Fernando Alonso is a hot-to-handle character. Anybody there will need to be very strong. Otherwise, Fernando will be the team principal quite quickly if he's not already.
Well, that's the question that I kind of asked, and then we got sidetracked by track action a little earlier. Who is in charge at Alpine? And that management structure that they've come up with, where Davide Brivio is the racing director, Marcin Bukowski is the executive director, Lauren Rossi is the Alpine Racing CEO. Who's the team principal? Who makes the final decision there?
I don't know. We'll have to ask.
I don't know. Martin and I look at each other, but neither of us have the answer. I mean,
do they know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest, Godfrey, you're the fourth person who's asked me that question
today
in the last the last 48 hours, and I still haven't clearly got an answer, which is interesting.
Have you asked that question to anyone at Alpine? Or
I did.
Should I trot off and have a chat?
I did ask the question, and when I was listening to it, I went, okay, I sort of get it. And then when I came back into our office and thought about it, I was like, no, actually, I didn't fully understand what they were saying. There was a very complicated explanation in a very F1-esque way, if I'm honest.
Is it akin to the old McLaren matrix system?
No, because then Ron Dennis was in charge, right? Like, you know, Ron Dennis was in charge, Frank Williams was in charge, and Toto Wolff. Look at this. There's clear. Christian Horner. You know, you look at the current teams. There's a clear. Mercedes have been the benchmark, I think, actually, in terms of structurally organizing a company and a race team. They've got a clear team principal, clear leader of the overall team, but they also have a clear leader technically in James Allison, and then you've got all these other people who feed into that, and it's proven to be extremely successful. I look at Ferrari. You know, they've announced a whole raft of people over the winter, didn't they? 4 new department heads and things like that. But in many ways, you know, Matteo Binotto is team principal, but he's also, you know, because of his background, overseeing things technically in some ways still. And